All right. Me fumble them. Una cabo, una do. Me na Abdul Karim Kagbo. They bring una this program, but anyways, I be guest, but the person we go host the program, let I introduce her right away before we set the stage as to the sequence of discussion. Let I bring right away. Let it tell una do. Madam Kadi, dia tell Fambule adu.
Well,
Okay, I think they missed that part today. But again, let people hear your voice, please. For some reason, you will go in and out.
I think we fumble them. Una good evening, una good evening, good afternoon, wherever una day. So we don't meet again today. Too many things they happen at Salone. But good things they happen at Salone. We don't know where we are going or who's will they come out. But we all don't come meet up today for important issues than I am so. So I dey look forward for your waiting on all get for tell we. I welcome on only they can watch me today or this morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Una welcome.
Absolutely. Fambule Muna, welcome to the Voice of Salon Network. Una not forget for share. The people that they watch we on Facebook, they are they say follow on share. The one that they watch we on YouTube, on share, and the one them even Twitter and all the platform them. By the way, VOS get a mobile app. I sure say some of una know, but the people that we just join VOS, we get a mobile app where you can go to the App Store, Google Play Store, or you go to the Apple phone or get iPhone, and I can download the VOS app. And by God's grace, we don't get license for operate na Salone. Una go able forget the Salone FM station, VOS Salone radio station live through the app. And una go able for send una request and all the good things them where una go able interact with una family, send request for people them where they na Salone. So we dey try for bring una Salone closer. And just as you say, VOS now we all own. So dear, una help for share this message. So Auntie Kadi, we don't see the election. Some people then say, well, the election done, let we move on. But what you want for talk about today, we want to talk about the aftermath, waiting and call aftermath. So after post, some people then go say post election, but the thing then where they happen now after where the election. And let we know say the election for go vote now one thing, but now our entire process. So we want no one go too deep into waiting down pass, like people that don't vote and all that. But now who say we they right now and we they ask the question, say, waiting next for Salone? Because it's very important though. If we not handle waiting next, Salone go na sideway, me and you as Sierra Leonean no go desire for like we go back to that state day. And we they pray. But again, prayer are not sufficient because like I can say, God need to come up, can talk to people them. And they use means them for communicate. So if them means them they where God they communicate for let we resolve we issues them peacefully, we they ignore the signs then they God not get for for do forceful things them at all. So dear, a very important for let we listen to this program and let we participate. By the way, for people that we want calling, because we encourage you now for let do that. We get a toll-free number where for people that within America, Canada, and to some extent Mexico, you can call this number, and the number for call now 1-866 944 7722. 1-866-944-7722. And if you're in a UK, you can call, and the number for call now +44 2080 891 455 plus 4420 8089 1455. And if you're in Australia, let you see viewers they do so we they do everything we possibly can for reach to una, let make it easier so una go call and communicate. So for the people in where they Australia, you can call the number plus 61 2909 84337 plus 61 2909 84337, and the one port one where now the WhatsApp where you can use this number. If you're in a salon, you can call this number. You're in any other part of the world, and even if you're in a UK or America, you feel say you no one for use the other numbers the way we call, you can call the WhatsApp, and the WhatsApp number now 1-343-997-5828. That's now 1-343-997-5828. So now the numbers then they and the phone line they open right away because we want for let this discussion be as interactive as possible. So we open the phone line right away. And while we wait for una calls them, we want for tell una now waiting and waiting we get for una install. So this now the sequence. The main opposition party, APC, then put press release. I will go show now in a moment. Then say they're not going to go court. They're not going to go Salone court. So no know if other courts the way they go, but they say they're not going to go Salone court. And then give boku reasons them why they need to go Salone court. Now lengthy press release, so not going to read all, but the main areas them where now we connected with this election, we go point to now. And when they do that, in order we see the judiciary when at the court. Now they're responsible for let justice happen na Salone. Then self pull a notice, then condemn APC the way how them writes them press release. Because according to the court, we go show another one there as well. Then say APC not do the right thing. I go tap them, and then we get other things then we'll get for discuss. We get for talk about the current administration under President Bill, waiting we feel say, therefore don't do for resolve this. We go put all that into this discussion and let we talk about the way forward, which is the question, what's next for Sierra Leone? So, Auntie Kadi, before I put the press release, I know so you don't read them, but for people that were not able to read them yet, we'll go show now in a moment. But Auntie Kadi, just talk half, not talk all, just talk half. When we don't show the press release, then I go ticklish you now for talk more. So talk half, waiting at your impression of the overall aftermath, because we still lay into it, the post-election. But so far, from the election night, when June 24th, the counting of the vote, and up to this point, generally, just again as a summary, tell Fambulem, what do you think so far? Again, not to as APC person or as SLPP person, but as Sierra Leonean. Tell Fambulem, what do you think?
Well, as Sierra Leonean, this election we don't see. It's supposed to be election where the observers then say good election if then compare them to other elections that we don't other sign a peaceful election. Although they say one or two things and they way not good, but not different to any form of other elections that they can go to any country. And I think that we come on every election anyway. So if we get problem that we own election, not to anything new, the same kind of problem then. But if they compare we own not much at all. You see, so they say that. And then we don't come out with this aftermath, like you say. The whole election I don't can't turn like fight. To the point now that it sounds like saying that the judiciary themselves now don't can join. You see, from how we see things they happen. It used to be like one party against the other party. Now the judiciary itself got involved. They said they pull Leone and all that. You see, so we the game where they play now, it's just different from normal games that we can play. You see, so we don't know waiting at the thing, but as we then I so today where they analyze them, and then with the help of the members of the public, we go able to say what we want for say, because too many things will happen between two big political parties. Them one they say I they accept this, one they say another, one they say I accept the other and say I not accept. There all kind of reason they come out, all kind of excuse they come out. So we want to let una all can join we. So we go look into all the issues they have so within the raise. Some man go happy, some man not go happy. Then you get the one that where they in the middle of the road. They're not happy, they just like Salone. You see? They don't take no side, they're not the under, and Salone and they for, you see. So then they talk the truth, then they talk waiting and feel to say, therefore talk. Irrespective of waiting other people then they say, they know they follow, they know they follow Makata as they say. Then they see them for waiting good for Sierra Leone. And so far from what they see, it's not looking good at all. It's not looking good. Unless we do something about it, it's not looking good in the eyes of other people than at the world at all. They portray we country any nice way, even though they don't say we elections not too bad compared with other people them. But waiting they happen now, the fighting now between the two political parties, the two heads there now, they go beyond any Sierra Leonean imagination now. So I will just stop there until we're ready for go into it, Mr. Carlo.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I want to say, Boku, thank you for that, Auntie Kadi. And by the way, I just want for make it clear, again, the international, Auntie Kadi don't say I'm very beautifully. I just want to rub more small for do small clarification day. The international body, compared to the previous elections, them, again, them praise Salone. That's now during the tell people and vote, after we then vote. But then condemn Salone, particularly the electoral commissioner, the way he handle the tallying process. So meaning that the counting, then condemn them completely, then say, make them for let people then see how the process they go. The big English word for that, transparency. Then say not transparent at all. So because of that, now they ask, say, let the electoral commission with the leadership of Mr. Mohamed Kone, let it publish the I know I use the word disaggregation because na big word, but the half part them, like all the polling station them, they get over 11,000 polling station them, all them polling station and they, the international body they say for let them publish their results then they, so waiting that go mean, it go mean say, it will bring collapse not so just for the international body, but for even people like me, when I Sierra Leonean, where one forget doubt per the election. It will help for correct then doubts then they. So now that's then they say. So again, Auntie Kadi, I want to make this disclaimer because for whatever reason, people them where I be CEO of VOS. Because my last name na Kagbo. Yes, I come off well I born na Freetown. Me people them both mama and papa then come off from the north. So people them the way we Salone down day, people them can feel say by default I for be APC. So I want to make this disclaimer, me family them. As Sierra Leonean, again, this is my opinion. I know say at this point, Usa Udonde, this still what they can say so, not realistic. For less Salone go before, unfortunately, NPRC not take advantage of the fact, say, then be able to kick APC out. If they be go one step further and disband or banned completely APC and SLPP, Salone for don't go before way more than this. As long as APC and SLPP then they in the current form, we go continue for see this tit for tat. So if you ask me opinion, it just happen almost say we not able get any legal means for object over the existence of APC and SLPP in that country there. But then two parties then they as we they see right now that are all the country hostage. When now we will not eat, we not drink, we not smoke. Now we they check as Sierra Leoneans. Now we they engat for that country day. Now we they think so much, not they even able sleep na net. They think about people them back home. They think about we investment. They think about we country. If we decide from the diaspora, go na Salone, we the members say if then two parties continue for put that country they backward, who say we go get? No place like home. Yes, me na Canadian citizen, but guess what? I love me country. I want to go back home. Now he make me on little way and make some investment at that country there because I believe in Sierra Leone. So Auntie Kadi, again, I dey talk as Sierra Leonean. I know say la apologize to me brothers and sisters them where they support APC or SLPP. Now, una fundamental right for belong, the Constitution give una that right there. Then call on freedom of association. So you get the freedom, the right for associate with any organization of your choice. The same way so, we not care about APC and SLPP. We self get right for do that. Una stop for the think say because of somebody in last name by default now a member of a particular political party. Again, this not to say I want to make one matter waiting. I just want to set the record straight. So where are they say something tonight? Dear me brothers and sisters, I want to encourage you now for take the sense out of the nonsense where are they talk tonight. Okay? So Auntie Kadi, before again we go and show the APC letter or the PR, wetin you get for say in general, dear Abega, while you pull the party out, like I say, every Sierra Leonean get the fundamental right for belong to APC or SLPP or any other political party. That one day now something will not go take away from anybody. So Auntie Kadi, in general, I be don't ask you before, but just do I'm snappy. Before we show the APC then letter or then PR. Just in general. Again, what do you think about APC and SLPP, the way they put the country at risk, all the country hostage? What do you think? What do you make of that as a Sierra Leonean?
Yeah, like when you make your own disclaimer, so me that they make a clear, and I also say, me na a member of the All People's Congress, me choose for go politics because I like politics. But we already na yaso material no get party, Mr. Cargo no get party. Then just the but me na APC. But all the man they will know me whenever I dey talk politics, na the interest of Sierra Leoneans them. I dey talk. I'm not a talk for APC because I dey APC. Neither I'm not a bash SLPP because I'm not the SLPP. Whatever I say, not for Sierra Leone. I can say something we're not going to go down well with APC. But that's just how I see things. I can say things that we're not going to go down well with APC, but that's just the way I see them. And I can see things that way both sides look gladdy for me. Whilst I'm here, as I say, social media, na yaso you they make and break yourself. Na social media. So when you then on social media, that's one thing. You see, I'm not a claim saying I'm a perfect as everybody, but one thing I don't do, I don't compromise my integrity. I do not do that at all. How I see things are so at the same. So when I go get for, well, in fact, I don't need for apologize for that anyway. That's just the way I am. When I just get for accept me that way, they do ya APC when I accept me that way, the SLPP when I accept me that way. They now waiting and see and how I think. My perspective of things. Now so I they come across now, yeah. You see? So I want to understand that because some people they suspect me now, suspect me. You see, but that will not stop me from make I be waiting I want be. The one that way know me from time, they know say not so at time. And not they take sides at all. If APC not right, at the talk can say not right. If he right, at the talk can say he right. Similarly, SLPP and the other parties them as well. So I want to understand that. I'm not Dana Yaso as APC representative at all. I Dana Yaso as VOS, one of the presenters. Now that way they because VOS not belong to no political party. In fact, VOS, if you begin, they do things in a way, they show say VOS na political party, obviously they will ask you for life, you see, because they're not one, because not to one game political party, nobody watch VOS. You see, all political parties, they watch VOS. So we get for please everybody, not to one party, no more with the please. All Sierra Leoneans, they not also for please them. Over to you, Mr. Kagu.
Well, thank you very much, Auntie Kadi. So, Fambul them, now let we pack down their side. I sure say I don't know who shall belong. And this, una can take them to the bank for loan a cash am. Me word, na me bond. Anybody we again are very much conscious of the fact say this something we in our social media recorded. So down the road, if we now observe Mr. Abdul Kekago, otherwise, contrary to what they say, una call me to it. This again una me word. So now let we go to the main reason why we deny. Let we begin first for sure the APC letter or PR where they say then no go mix per anything so far we get for do with running Salone. At the time for make the crew plain, let we not pull big English now. By the way, Madam Auntie Kadi talk about Sister Matilda. My bad. Sister Matilda, get some family commitment, so able join. But by God's grace, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, go rejoin the program. So with a feeling for them, we know send a very big shoes a get. A heart for feel and shoes than they. But we go do our best for make sure say we able bring things then where we feel so important to the country in better one. So let we show una the letter or the PR where APC pull na do. So this again for people them where they see I should say it will be a little bit foggy, but una bear with we because even myself I go use me reading glasses behind the scene. Let we sort of read again we're not going to read the whole thing because it's sort of long. So this now the 3rd of July, so not to take at all because today now the 6th, so about 3 days ago, so the 3rd of July, and waiting now the title, the APC shall not go to court over the disputed 24th June 2023 polls, has no faith in the judiciary, has no faith in the judiciary, meaning that they don't believe in the judiciary. And now one of the things that with the judiciary, they say come on ado with their own note and talk about this. So let's just read quickly. The All People's Congress APC hereby informs the general public that the party shall not go to court over the disputed 24th June 2023 polls because the APC has had a recurrent, now underline that word, a recurrent bad experience relating to the lack of impartiality and competence of the Sierra Leone judiciary to provide redress for violations of electoral laws, processes, and mandate. Now, ABAB words them, APC use Naya Antikadi. So they use word them like incompetence and impartiality. Now, strong words than that, where the judiciary, now the average person harbor for seek justice. And then call the judiciary incompetent. Then call them impartial. Impartial, I can understand. That's not biasness. But that incompetence, so meaning that even for judge case in favor of SLPP, they're not capable. Now the easy interpretation that of incompetence. So before we go further, what do you make of that word day for use against we judiciary? Incompetence. Dear, make people understand a little bit about that English day. I'm not one for put you on the spot, but let we able dice and slice some of the key elements of what in they write. Over to you, please.
Well, actually, I agree with you. Say that was a very strong word for you because you consider say with judiciary, they play a very big role in our country, not just the country but any other country. You see, like me, sometimes I can get me doubts about how they administer justice in Salone. I can get me doubts sometimes, but I'm not ever say they're not competent at all. You see, because people can be competent, but they can make mistakes sometimes. You get me? You see, so that's the point. You see, so if the judiciary they make mistakes to the extent where we can see and see and all anything can happen in a salon, you see, that's different from competent because they're competent. Because one judge will just come na the salon, one Judge Fisher is so competent. I like how that judge they do in case. You see, and you have so many others as well. So we not going to say because if some people them get it wrong, means say the other judges them the court not capable because you know good say because other country the way they see with that way they lost faith in the country, not just with the judiciary, but they lost faith in the country because if someone for go invest this, you go look and see a judiciary will not competent. If me go there now, I go get problem there. Would I go defend me? Would I go? Would I go seek redress? You see, because then people they don't go help me because they're not competent. They go see me case. I go lost my case because they're not competent. They don't know what they do. They're not study what they do. So as me as somebody within at the APC party, are they against that word? You get me? Are they against that word? It's too strong, particularly way the judiciary themselves don't hit back. You see, because they're not going hit back so no more. They never respond, but I think they had to. You see, the reason we make the judiciary don't respond, that's what made they suspecting that that's going to happen. Because now for save their neck into the eyes of the world, the way where the world they see them. You see, so they decide to protect themselves, let the world not lose respect for them. So they get for hit hard, and the way where they hit, they really hit hard. You see, they
Well,
show APC say,
we'll come. Sorry for the interruption. We will come to
okay,
the response, and you
okay,
make you point out one thing when you talk about foreign investors. Then foreign investors, then they, if they get any issues with somebody, and not necessarily mean saying now with the government, it can be with somebody where they employ an employee, and that employee they for whatever reason, let's say for lack of better example, it thief them, then go na court. So if you talk say the judiciary not fit in general term, that person just like how Auntie Kadi say, that person want go invest where he believes if anything happened to him, he go seek justice. He go go lose faith in Sierra Leone. So if una want for rule the country, and then una say the entire judiciary not fit, ebo, let we tap on it. Let we continue with the read. Because this I want for let we slice them. Let we slice them step by step so people then go able to understand. And when making the talk, most times I can want for look the camera, speak to me APC and SLPP brothers and sisters where they support them party. So that make a Sierra Leonean, if I can able talk sense into at least one supporter where need they see anything wrong in them political party, I feel say I don't achieve my goal. So now one of the main reasons then that we make with God inspiration, we all open VOS. So let we continue. Again, we're not going to read the whole thing, but at the areas them where I want let people then put attention, let them take particular attention, pay attention to. So let we continue though for read. So we look at the second part of this press release. I will read on quickly though. It say la isam up. The public would recall that all people's Congress categorically rejected the outcome of the June 24th elections owing to the blatant violation of the Salone verification processes and the fact that the results are clearly inconsistent, irreconcilable, and totally unacceptable. Even a casual comparative analysis of what the ECSL announced and what the APC tallied shows widespread ballot stuffing and downright thievery of the APC votes. In a normal society, the expectation would have been to seek redress in the court. Unfortunately, ours is a society where the president and his Sierra Leone People's Party have captured and dismantled the independence of the most critical national institutions to the extent that there's no chance of fairness and justice for the opposition. Amongst other institutions, and as you have also witnessed during the course of the June 24th elections, the behavior of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, ECSL, the Sierra Leone Police, and the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces has confirmed this position. So this a brilliant way then put them the second time. Then talk about the impartiality, then talk about the police, then talk about the armed forces. But one side way I go say a bone of contention. They not say in the past decades, since in my own opinion, I don't talk about this program, and I go repeat them again. All the presidents them way Salone, the rulers them, the leaders them, where Salone don't get. The only person where I don't know if I go say I go eat bread for. Now, Sir Milton Magai, from waiting I read. But from Albert Magai, Sheki, they come to President Bill. They're very selfish. They not care much about the country. They care more for themselves. Then puts themselves first before the country. I go give you proof if you want proof. Okay, I go give you proof. So now, we all know, say, former President Koroma, he used the judiciary. The judiciary where APC now they call incompetent, said they're not fit. But they held the judiciary against Sam Ansumana for Sakam, where Ansumana with the president, now jointly the people then vote for them. But however, then twist the constitution, the interpretation of the constitution in their favor. So during that time, So APC one tell me say the judiciary be competent. So but now then just stop the buck at SLPP. Say because SLPP they gain favor from the judiciary, so that makes the judiciary incompetent. What do you make of the skewed fact, Antikadi? I get for put you a little bit on the spot here, but now part of the analysis again,
Oh
as
yeah, yeah,
Leone.
yeah.
Okay, so what do you make of the fact that the twist that particular accusation they not say decades ago, we for include the era of a former president Anes by Koroma. So to me, I feel say waiting English mango call disingenuous. So Rob Mott they small.
Double standard.
So
It, yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
we not get what you say.
I say I'm double standard. Yes, double standard in the sense that by their definition now, you see, so it's like the APC is saying that they are perfect, that they know all things, that they do everything. Whereas the APC in the past, you see, not also because the same judiciary way them they use, way them they do things them, where we all not be happy about the judiciary. You see, the same thing now in there they complain. But you know, Mr. Kabo, not so just APC, no more, so I see the political parties then. When they do things, it's fine for them. And then when it's not on their side, then like they can make loud noise because it's not in at their side. You get me? Because you see, what did it happen so? If that be the other way, they too would have done the same thing. You get me? Because we don't see them plenty. Some Sumana, yes. Some Sumana, yes. It's fact. Yes. They pull them unreasonably. You see? They pull them. Then pull him, how they call them. They remove Emerson Lamina unreasonably. And there are other people then back. You see? Where they don't pull. So some people will say, well, the SLPP self they do them. Yes, no doubt about it. They self they do the same thing. You get me? But for now, APC they on the spot because now they challenge, you see. Now they can't say, then people they are so not competent, you see. Why are they saying that? You get me? So they too, the judges are not being competent because you compare saying and it's might be the peak in Chief Justice, not other person pick up. Even when APC, when SLPP come na 2018, now being the Chief Justice waiting in man something sham, I don't know if na sham then they pronounce or cham, then they pronounce her, you see.
Yeah,
Now immediately.
yeah.
Then
Yes.
yes, you see, now immediately. And cases immediately because I feel the top of we're not competent. I don't know times and way APC then they na position. APC when a million party way at the being a honorary foundation member for that matter. You get me? But I don't dare way SLPP they don't get case. I remember they don't get cases that under APC. Then drag them cases there. I remember when Dr. Bubakai Jabi was very firm and sharp na him if they do most because he's a very good constitutional lawyer. You see, so if they represent some of the cases for SLPP, then they waste time. You see, the SLPP themselves not being too happy, things and way they go, way them they go through on the APC. You see, so for make them can't say the judiciary not competent, then afraid say they not go get fair trial. But other people not be they get fair trial. We will say young party in their power. Other people that not be they get fair trial. You see? You see, so I'm not say yes. People will they will begin suspecting me, say, are they half and half? You understand? But these things don't bother me, you understand? In life, which you do now, you come which you believe in. And I always say me integrity, there would be a point where I will compromise my integrity. And if I ever have to do it, it will be for the greater good of members of the public. So that way I would be forced to compromise them, because if, let us say, 80-90% of members of the public, they gain from it, you see, then it's worth it, because I decide for help. But other than that, no, nothing will make me compromise that integrity. So the APC, the judiciary under the APC, is almost the same. In fact, Mr. Kago, I don't know whether that is coming up now, because from the statement where this judiciary don't make, or should I hold on to that?
Yeah, yes.
Let us hold on
I
to that.
really want, yes, I really want for like we kind of stick to this one. We will come to
Okay.
the judiciary because we people then get na create a parable. So when you talk to the dog, you get for talk to the bone. So we will come to the judiciary. So again,
Yeah.
with all fairness, this now one of the things them way, like I will say, APC they make a lot of other instances them of things that will be happen during the 2018 election, the aftermath. But we no one dive too deep into that. I want to show two cases them were directly related to this June election. So let people again, this we say according to the topic, for keep to the topic, we say the aftermath of the June election, 2023 election. So here is one other thing where I want for show people them, the example them where then give. I want for really, because again, we need for be very, very mindful. We don't want for criticize APC throughout. I go show now say then get some points. Yes, they use strong words, but then get some points. So this now one thing where I want for show now why I think say then get some points. Let us show now pertaining to this election. Okay, this now pertaining to this election. Let kind of move on to that part there. Okay. So, per the points that way they make, this now number 7. Una way don't read them na VOS. Una go to page 2, and una way get the press release. This na page 2 now. I don't go to. So the 7th point where they make or reason why then think say the the judiciary, quote and unquote, not competent, impartial. And all impartial. So the 7th one say, on the 7th June 2023, APC and Lansana Doumbouya filed a case against the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone and the Chief Electoral Commissioner, seeking the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone to produce the disaggregated voter register and to comply. I want to underline that word there. To comply with provisions of the Public Elections Act 2022. This matter has not yet been assigned. Me fumble them. This, that's what I say. You talk to the dog, you for talk to the bone. Antikadi, according to the APC, rightfully so, they say, they bring the case na court, and this it get for do with election where be supposed for be on the 24th. Then carry the case on the 7th. So where they still be get at least 2 more weeks for let the judiciary rule on this case, because a very timely for let the judiciary for be act. Where probably if they be act, this will not for be dosa udesu. Because that disaggregated data now in the European Union still and the international body still they go after ECSL4. Una scatter, una dice the data. So the APCB asked for the voter register, the international organization don't say the tallying up by polling station on a publisher. I go come to that where I begin talk about the current administration and the ECSL. So now, before I bring you come Antikadi, waiting make us say APC then get a point here. Let we see waiting the judiciary do who stem then call this case where APC be don't file since the 7th of June before the election. Let us show una. Look at this where the judiciary, according to them, this is not the case where them bring before them. So look the date where they call the case. They call the case July the 5th. So how useful the ruling go be where the election don't pass? So why do not be called the case within 2 weeks before the election, where the ruling be very, very important for make sure say they prevent Salone from waiting they go through so. And this no matter where APC be done they complain for about for very long time before even they file the case. So again, the judiciary they talk about whatnot. I go show the press release. They not explain to the public why they call this case will be very relevant to the election. Why they call them July 5th, where they don't do the election, they don't call the result. Now una they look to the case and look at waiting the ruling be by this case. Ebo with judiciary. Let's read them for fumble them. Upon hearing Mr. A.T. Toure of counsel for the plaintiff and upon consideration of the originating notice of motion and affidavits in support and exhibit thereto, this is not the ruling of the judiciary may fumble them. The judiciary, according to them, it is hereby ordered as follows: that the originating notice of motion dated the 7th day of June 2023 is hereby dismissed for non-prosecution. Dismissed for non-prosecution. The number 2 ruling, that the costs of this action summarily assessed at 2,000 new leones shall be borne by the plaintiffs jointly and severally and payable to the defendant immediately upon being served with this order. So, Antikadi, again, like how I say, when you talk to the dog, you for talk to the bone. For people that where they listen, where they watch we. Yes, APCB use strong word. So, Antikadi, now the case where APC them one of the cases where APC they reference as to why they seek redress or they go court. Now this one and this one is very clear. Say the rule, the term way relevant to them or to the country. What do you make of this action by the judiciary?
No, that was rather unfortunate. We they no look into it. But then again, you see, I don't know if the application they will then make, if then they make as whether it was an ex parte application or something where from the judge may then go look and quickly as an urgent matter. I don't know. I'm not going to able to say much on that, you see, but we all know say elections are coming on the 24th. And if they raise concern on the 7th, it doesn't matter how the judge of himself for being look and deal with them. you see, straight away, but then we see after. But then again, we don't know any reason why the judge not look into that application day. We don't know. But again, but just in case the APC election, just in case election they come, we apply the court. It depends on what the court they do. If the court can get listings, other cases then, you see, then if they get judges then for listening to cases then, because not so just because election they come, person go the judge get for look at, because when did they become, when who stand and don't know say they get this case? When all them things they have to wait APC raised on the 7th, could they have brought that application more than the 7th? We don't know waiting the court take into consideration. It's me. Because if all waiting and they say they don't know for a very long time, and then they're not applied, they're waiting on the 7th, you see, nobody knows. Unless we see the rule waiting the judge take into consideration, waiting make the judge not look him. Why? We don't know, but just on the face of it, well, actually, if they're not applying on the 7th, they expect say therefore be look up. Whether they were going to dismiss it, you see, or not, therefore we don't look up. They then dismiss and say straight away. The APC for being get another alternative, therefore we find another solution to go about it. You see, but if they wait and they wait, nothing will happen. There was business there, you see. But I'm not going to say people of things. Now, just recklessness way, we don't know what is happening there. You see, so I'm not able to say much because I don't know what thing they happen there. You see, so then they happen. But on the face of it, yes, you expect say something if we don't look and quick, but they know what thing they happen. But we don't know what thing they happen there. So I'm not going to say much on that.
I like the angle where you take, fair enough. And that make us say, now we go just sort of look at another case and we look at the judiciary waiting and put out there against waiting APC say. So then give a pile of argument, but yet they not speak to the one way APC be very much need the judiciary for rule on. Like how you say, and that make I ask the question, why they not be look into the case? And with all fairness, then we don't tell, we say then prepare for anything relating to the election. The before and after election. Then we don't come on social media and say they're ready. So why this directly get connection to the election, and yet then call them way after the election, where the ruling not relevant. I know I use the word useless because some person they way go interpret that word as bad word, but they're not useful at all. So now let us point to another case where APC then the reference per the press release, because the reference to case them, and I make us say now then case them I go concentrate on a lot more. So this now another case, number 8. I don't know if you see it clearly, Antikadi. It say on 12th June 2023, Mr. Patrick John and the PMDC party filed an application on the qualification of Mohamed Kone to serve as the Chief Electoral Commissioner. It was never assigned. So 2 case them. And this one clearly, assigned. So again, APC they don't make them case. So now I want to show fumble them the argument where the judiciary try for make and say APC, I they use the word quote and unquote, Now lie did they lie? Now false claim say the judiciary not competent. So let we go now. I don't know if you want to say something before we show people them waiting the judiciary put out against APC, then claim. So like you a few
Go
second.
ahead.
Okay,
No,
okay.
go on. Go
So
ahead.
now fumble them. Let we show the judiciary. So this, on a member, APC then put out the press release on the 3rd, and the judiciary the rebuttal on the 4th of July. So now this then say, again, I go read them, but I go want let una pay particular attention to the table we get for come after. Are very much comfortable with numbers, so now I make able pick this, and I believe so that people then go pick them up. So this the judiciary say immediate release. APC's assault on the independence of the judiciary. Again, then are the lawyers them. So some word then they were strong now, yeah. So then go further and say the judiciary of Sierra Leone's attention has been drawn with keen interest to an unsubstantiated and discourteous press statement dated 3rd July 2023, issued by the main opposition, All People's Congress, APC party, aimed at, this now the other word way kind of funny, at intimidating the judiciary and ipso facto interfere with the judiciary's independence as provided for in section 123 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991. This cynical attempt by the APC leadership to remotely dictate to the judiciary and to politicize its operations is stoutly resisted and should be roundly condemned by right-thinking people, as it is a feeble attempt to undermine democracy and the rule of law. Auntie Kadi, oh, let me get me case. Let me put aside the strong word where they use. But if I say I need to go to you, how I intimidate you? Yeah, explain to people, Lemba. They say not to bully, they want bully APC people, them. So how APC, by not going to court, again, let we kind of give them the benefit of the doubt for use the incompetence. But if I say, you know what, it can happen self na us, where mama, it gets in favorite picking. Where some thinking the pikin no say if you go lay complain to mama, mama go just say, oh, you know, go punish the other person. So waiting they can do, siblings them, then they beat the other siblings and say, I know say mama go beat me, but if I alter where I go lay complaining, they say anything. So tell me something. How then they translate into you not go lay complain, you they intimidate you, mama? I put them in a simple way. So how APC they intimidate? A T again, me not born English. But how APC they intimidate the judiciary by not going to court? Explain to people, Lemba, let them understand from your own perspective how you see this.
Yeah, me self look like confused. You understand it? Because whose case will they talk about? The case where they say on the 7th, where they file?
No, now the press release that they respond to, where APC say they go court. And
Okay.
apparently they kind of respond to what APC say they're impartial, they're not partial, they're partial, and at the same time they're not competent. So they interpret and say now intimidation tactics APC they use.
Okay,
So
you mean this saga where they on now where they're not gonna court for go challenge? Now that's what you talk about?
Yes, because the reference, la put them back on the screen. The reference APC them press release. Now in the reference, comment.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, now that's then commented on. The
Well,
statement
okay,
with them.
Mr. Kabu.
Yes.
Well, okay, Mr. Kabu. You see, we should not be we're not for surprise if the judiciary they come up this way. You see, because an APC not will say because they're not going to say because of waiting me don't pass and experience in the past, they're not going to court. The point at issue here is this. I understand the Sierra Leone Constitution get a provision which say if you're not happy about about the results of the elections, you for seek redress in a court. You see, that thing at the Constitution, and then get a stipulated time. We therefore do that. I think they say 7 days or something. You see, yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but I understand say 7 days. And normally, if there is a provision na the Constitution, we don't set down procedures of what if you do. If you do one. Mr. Cabo, it's just like when you work in a company. Company then gets the internal disciplinary ways they how they do things. Something like you don't talk say arbitration. If there's a problem between us, you have to seek arbitration first, resort to arbitration, and then if arbitration fail, then you go to court. You see, so if you get arbitration that you contract, say una for resolve for arbitration, you understand? Then you do something at the office or you're not happy about the office, you just grab you go now. No, the court they refer you back because waiting do then get a procedure way for set. You get for go through that procedure, they exhaust them for so you don't exhaust and then you go to court. You get me? Now, this is the biggest book na Salone. We nine we Bible, nine they govern we. If it's say una for go na court, APC then for go na court. If APC say they're not they go na court, that's not their choice. But they cannot rely on whatever they want for do now because they give them an opportunity for me them go na court. They not go. That alone is clearly in breach of within the Constitution say. You get me?
Madam Kadi, Auntie Kadi, la interject quick. La interject
for making
quick.
me understand, and not for me, yeah, for making me, yeah, no, no, you get
Yes.
me?
La interject quick. Again, I want to apologize to we viewers them. We system we're not able to display the comments them on the screen, but we go try our best for read some of the comments them. We will go directly on the Facebook page. Auntie Kadi, back to what you say. The example where you give about arbitration and stuff like that. Let me take a company, for example. If you work for a company, the company policies put all this. But above that company policy, you get the country in policy. You as employee, you get legal right for bypass all the company in protocol, go straight to court, sue the company. You get the right. So now, APC, we all get a fundamental right under the Constitution. APC not the right, not for go court. I don't think that for be equivalent to intimidating the judiciary, though. In my opinion.
Mr. Cabo, Mr. Cabo. The reason why they are using the word example for intimidating, because they try for proof a point say they are not capable of doing their job. You understand? I think that is why they use them. But as me they say is, if the Constitution don't set a procedure, say 7 days, you see, una for go challenge them, then you not go challenge them, then you have nothing to challenge. Who's else you want go challenge? Who's else you want go? Now the courts now they for go challenge. Then you not go na the court, particularly when APC don't they win cases then na the same court where then they condemn. They don't win plenty cases then they more than the SLPP people then. You understand? Eh? They don't win plenty cases then they. So when you know right, That means say, I know ask you this, Akabo. Me an APC person, and I know say so many APC people not go agree with me. You get me? But if I think the first thing where they for do, they for go challenge. We all know say okay, then say they not go get fair trial, they not go, but una for go because like now everybody this case is so important. The whole world, the eyes up on this case. You want to tell me say then judges they so they don't know that? They know that. So therefore, being get a fair trial there because they know say all eyes are on them. You see, but if you not go challenge, you know do waiting constitution say, you get me. You want for take any other action, fair enough. Then get right for take any other action. But if you go take any other action, you cannot come back. You see, because the constitution say then let procedure. It say go na court. Go. You say no, another go. So waiting again, whose case you get? You understand? You see? So it come back to like way they say in a company, people then get a legal right. Yeah, legal right. But it depends on waiting you contract, how they specify them, and waiting involved. Now ain't go make it go. But this not two different things now. This not a country whole constitution when adapt and on they observe all the years they are so. Why wouldn't they want to go? Go to court, present the evidence. Present the evidence. You get me? Then you take it from there. You see? Then if you not do one, if they're not able to get everything they want, they can go. Some Sumana went to court, inaugurated one, it go above. Then go to Supreme Court. From Supreme Court, it go ECOWAS. You understand? You see? But the point is, Mr. Kagu, there is a laid down procedure that made them for adopt. They should have adopted that. They should have gone through that. You understand? Yes. As an APC, I am saying this. They should have gone through that. Let them go now, they not get justice. You get me? But me believe say, a case sideway, me don't understand from waiting at the see. They don't win more cases than APC don't win a lot of cases than more than SLPP. SLPP don't lost plenty cases than a court more than APC. You get me? So how can we come and say, yes, we worry, you understand it? Therefore, being go, let them go. Look, this political redress where they want to take. Therefore, we still take the political leaders, but therefore we still go that 7 days. We don't know if not 7 days. I think I understand it's 7 days, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
7 days.
It's 7 days. Therefore, we still go. Therefore, we still go in a court. Though if they whatever thing they want to do, they go still do one, but they don't go force in a court. Then they still do like when they say them people they not forgo this and that. Then they don't go stop them for that. What did they want to do? Then do. But therefore, being go in a court, you don't go in a court. You get me? Then you don't have a case. If you have a case, why didn't you go to court? Why you not go to court? If you get a case, go to court. You see, I'm sorry.
All right. We'll come to that when we begin talk about USA will they go from here. We will come to that because I want to take step by step. Auntie Kadi, you see the judiciary, that's where you say APC they don't win more case than SLPP. From waiting the judiciary post, let's show fumble them. That's not be true because the numbers them messed up, not add up at all. So let us show people them because it look like say, given the numbers them, where them post, now them press release, let's show now the numbers them. So now the numbers then they're wire. Me fumble them when I look at the first set of numbers, them we say number of cases filed by political parties and judges assigned. When I look the total of the numbers, the total na 31. Under APC, the number where they say APC file na 3. But look at the actual numbers them. You go no say, I don't know if now out of urgency or they want for make things right, where the numbers not in their favor. So if you add 2 plus 1 plus 5, now 8. But they put 3. They put 3. And let we go to NGC, the last part. But let we go first to SLPP. SLPP filed, they say 23. When you add them, 10 plus 8, now 18. 18 plus 5, now 23. Then get SLPP number right. We go to NGC, the number of NGC, then filing. Now 5, the total come to 5. So how they miss APC numbers, the total be 3, but yet the numbers do not correspond. Let me go to the table downstairs, the table below.
If APC should have had 8, that's not 8.
Well,
It
if
should
then
be
if
from the
then if
government.
then get 8, then that means then get for reduce NGC, and NGC in not show like they make mistake. So in reality, I believe say not 3. So how then
Okay.
come with 8? I don't know. So again,
Yes.
now one of the reasons this way make if ECSL for pull out breakdown of the numbers, we were comfortable with math, it will help we greatly. Like how I pick this, I believe
Yeah.
some other people like pick them up. Look the bottom numbers. So the total na 31. So referencing
Yeah.
to the top, 31. So look the breakdown. They say the total number of cases them where they rule in favor of APC na 18. And then SLPP na 12. So whose side 18 they come out where they only file 3 cases them. Because the same total na 31. And NGC then put 0. So meaning that they not deliver any ruling in favor of NGC. Then they understandable. So then numbers there, when you look at them, how you go convince waiting and put na them press release. So then numbers there by themselves
Yeah.
not consistent. They're not consistent at all. So
Yeah.
that
Thank
assertion
you.
when made by this press release say APC don't win more case them than SLPP, given the 2 tables, now false assertion. Until then
But yeah,
correct
Mr. Kabu.
numbers here, until then correct the numbers here, and giving numbers them we show in reality from the total, APC win more case than SLPP because then 2 table are not tally at all. What
Yeah,
do you
Mr.
make of
Kabu,
that?
thank you very much. No, thank you very much. You see, that's the difference between when you figures that you area, you get me. So you're able to spot them quickly, you see, and we appreciate when you call we all attention to that, you see, because that's now your expertise, you see. So we're so glad then now, you see, that means they got it wrong because they made people like us, not just me, but so many other people out there believe say APC then win, but who cares this thing? Pass
Yes.
SLPP, you see, because we on mathematics, you understand? We're not too sound like una way na mathematicians then as a profession and all those things, you see. So we're so glad when you tell me that, because especially for people like we're not afraid for talk. We're not afraid for talk. In nights for let be able to get the factual evidence so we can talk. Like when you calculate and we just go by the total and say, and when you look at it, the public would have to excuse me because we look at the total, say, oh, that's the total and everything. You know, because we say, well, let me analyze and begin add up and add up and add up. You see, I could have added it and still get it wrong anyway. You see, well, you can just look at it and get it right. It gets me. So if that's the case, you see, then try for make it look as if they are perfect. They don't make no mistakes, you see, and they make mistakes, you see. But even then, with all that, I still believe, say, they've been going to court. Because if you able to pick that out, yes, if you able to pick that out, then lawyers will be pick them. Then lawyers for the pick them, and then lawyers get accountants then, where if the lawyers they're not able to pick them up, say the accountant they will be pick them up. You see, they still for go to court. That court that you me believe say them for me still go challenge. Then they still, if the one boycott is up to them, nobody stop them. But they for me still go because then it was a set rule. Mind you, Mr. Kabu, this is not constitution. You get me? This not to company job specification, company contract, although contract still a contract anyway. But this, you see, it is you see. So I think to say, then for me, see, go apply, go lodge a case against them. But then I want to thank you very much once again for when you bring this kind to the attention, because it don't change the way when we think about them figures than you now. You understand? Because them figures than you maybe don't say, but APC then win more cases then. So in effect, they don't mislead we all. The judges they mislead we all, unless the judges then can't talk saying a mistake, they mistake. Oh, then they pull evidence for sure say it wasn't deliberate, not mistake. Otherwise, I feel as if have been misled by the judges them. We make Adina Yasu a talk like our talk. You see what I mean?
Absolutely. Again, now that VOSD for something where we able pick, we want for put them out there. And imagine, this not judiciary at the highest level. It's sort of laughable though if the entire for use this for influence the international community with then terrible numbers here. The numbers then, to me, I don't know if I go call a mistake, really. Because Italek then try for fair numbers them for fit the story, the narrative. And look how terrible of a job they
Mr.
do.
Kabu, Mr. Kabu,
Yes.
can I come? Make a say
Yes.
something.
Yeah, go ahead.
In effect now, these documents where they release so, unless they come with factual evidence to substantiate what they do, well then the APC writes for say they're incompetent.
Well,
APC,
in terms of the numbers, yes.
in terms of
the numbers
it
and
not
in
happen
terms
so
of
now. That is how the West. That is how other people in other country go look and say these people don't even know what they are doing. You understand? Eh? Then APC justifiable for say they're incompetent, because if simple figures the ground in, then compute them, now then tally them. Not to me, like me I can get small excuse. You understand? Eh? You see, you put on now we then call I do I go by totals and everything, but then I then compute the figures, now then tally them, now then tabulate everything. You see, so why wait to make them not check and forth, especially when we want to publish something out? Why they not be check and forth? Therefore, be check and double checking and go out. You see, so if they don't check them, it don't go out unless they come out with a public statement and put the real document and with the evidence, so that it go easy for let people then find out who said they make mistake. Then APC get right for say they're incompetent.
well, clearly the definition of incompetence is fit.
No, but in this case, you know, mind you, in this case, mind you, APC then
Yes.
at one. Then at one, that then they suffer. So far, from waiting and they tell we don't know if that they suffer or not, but from waiting and they say, me na APC, but me not if they suffer because me not see all the documents, I'm not seeing nothing. Now you know more the waiting they put aside, get me. But you can understand why they say, you see, they're incompetent. That was recklessness on their part. You see, to me is I think that's not the proper legal examination. The recklessness, they were reckless in not checking the figures, check the tables and everything. They were reckless, you see. But the other man can say they were not competent. And to tell the truth, so many people will say they're not competent. Because I defended them at first until when this come up. When this come up now, then I see who say APC then come out, where they were coming from, when they say they're incompetent. You understand? But I don't know whether the same goes for both sides. Anyway, you see, because they're all the same, Mr. Kamu.
Yeah,
APCU, except
yes.
they are all the same.
Exactly. I want for let we hold on to, because I really get strong message from APC brothers and sisters. Now make I want for
For
put
me,
them in the end. No, for like for the leadership, for the leadership. I get a strong message, but I go left until the end. So again, fumble them. The line they're open. Let not just be me anti-caddy. I know say I did watch the comments, then but often I don't comment. Unfortunately, due to the system will be they use for display the comment, we're not able to get that system they run in. So my
Mr.
apologies.
Kabu, you want to give
So
me 1 minute, please, Mr. Kabu?
yes,
You want to give me
yes,
1 minute, please? Excuse me 1 minute.
absolutely. So fumble them again. This not to anything against APC, SLPP, or the judiciary, but when you they make them case here, like how they want convince the Salone people, them the international body, say APC the allegation and not get any merit. Therefore, don't check their numbers then they properly and get them right. But this not even one error, like inconsistency. The first table, the second table, and the math not add up at all. So again, me fumble them. This not something where we county a day in a very terrible situation. Look at the judiciary we're supposed to be with last resort. For like they're able rule in favor of the county. They rush, go pull press release, and then say APC, the press release come across like intimidate them, and at the court now, it go against the Constitution of Sierra Leone and stuff like that for judicial independence and all that. But it's very clear. It's just unfortunate that the APC people them, where then said don't benefit from the partiality, the biasness of the judiciary, for let them come and say the biasness only at the court now from waiting I read the press release, the interpretation, say the biasness it only begin with Madabio, with SLPP, where we all know say that not true. We all know say that word where they talk about team order from above. Not all during Mother Bill, that phrase the Salone people and coin them. No. And the police, the army, where it refer to, where the press release of APC refer to, we all know say former President Koma, but they use the military. Maybe they use the police. Maybe they use the judiciary. By the way, I not just want for Bo Una, one way anti-caricam, I go show Una, I know so we don't show Mr. Shilon in program, we show President Bill in reaction or in comment before the 2018 election. He even, I believe, say now, if anybody say word like that, then get their most favorite English incitement. So, but that, to me, if President Bio be meaner during 2018, if we don't show the country, say it put the country before his own personal gain. I will come to that video day later, but Antikadi, now let we for them by the APC in terms of, yes, I don't know if they tactfully not make Salone people know waiting at a strategy, but Lord talk about the options then. Way for make they resolve this in a peaceful way. Because I be deliberately one for Lord come to this, but where you we don't kind of they talk about the Fodongo court. Now we don't come to that topic there. About the APC, the options that we then get. So lay the foundation and let we understand from your perspective, waiting now the options them we then get, or the viable options them, the real options them, where I go say peaceful options them, where therefore we don't take, or where they can still take if you not let it. Tell people them, this is not your opinion. Again, let people know that.
Me think.
Yes.
What do me think? Because me not getting, I not get 1991 Constitution. You get me? So I just try for give me your opinion. Na yaso. For me, then get it wrong. We they not use the procedures. They not go that 7 days. You get me? Because everybody knows say things happen. No two ways about it. We see things happen on social media, we see ballot stuffing, we see lots and lots of other things, you see. But why they are not understand why they're not going to court? Because if you have the evidence, present the evidence. You get me? if they choose not for go present the evidence, you see, well, me no know how because how me they think, perhaps you understand the APC, they look forward to getting help from outside bodies, maybe something from the West or some key. But waiting and faith for realize is then people here so know they interfere. They know they cancel no more well, they can interfere undercover, but openly. No, they would not. Because we don't get countries that way they don't get where they get elections that we work past Salone. You get me? They're not interfere, they're not good. You get me? But all these people are trying to do is we don't want faith at that country because the route where then they go, you see, we don't want faith. But if APC say now, then they don't stop everybody, let people they not go work. Is that you only accept that party or you're not ready for that side, Mr. Kabu?
Well, we're on the APC the reaction now, so
Yeah,
we can
so
talk
the
to
reaction.
we can speak to that.
So the APC the reaction now for tell people then say make them not go walk, make them not show up, make them not go swear, make them not go the councillors they all not for show up, mayors they not for show up, all them people they not for show up. First of all, you understand, me make a clear na ya, Mr. Kagu. The day they pronounce Mother Busey he win, congratulate Mother. It is my right. You understand? I congratulate them because whatever I do, I always take the law into consideration. The law say now one person no more they pronounce a winner. That's what the law say. And if that person they come, he pronounce say na Bio win, you see, then I congratulate Bio. But if President Kuma, when I President Kuma, as I understand, say congratulate her. Why shouldn't I? But me not because of that. So me pronounce because if na be Samuel Kamara be win, I dey congratulate them. Just like we I congratulate Ivo Akisoya. I congratulate Madabio because now we as far as we know, they not pull any official thing yet say for say they not annul the election. The election they don't cancel them. They exist anymore. You understand? Eh? Aha, but it still stand. They don't go swear. You see, and the Chief Justice doing job because the Constitution in say as they pronounce somebody tell them for swear straight away. You see, the same thing will happen to Ernest Koma. You see, yes, that day I've been there when they swear and say quick. You understand? You see, the same they no waste time na nothing. That's what the Constitution say. So Justice Edwards do in work now. In work he do. Any other judge for been doing. If na be APC judge been they say for SPP job or NDC job or they for been doing. You see, swear. Okay, because that's what the Constitution say. You get me? So me, I congratulate Madabio. I congratulate Akinsoya. So this is it, you see. So why? Unless I'm not able to get an in mind, why they're not one for appeal? If all this evidence is there, you see, bring the evidence out. When I appeal, you see, appeal. But now wait till me they say then people then yes so now wait and they say make them not go. You understand? If una not go because of this proportional representation or district representation, how they call them now way they plenty will get for end up for suffer. You get me? You see, because okay, if they say would they say 6 months? I don't know, but I don't see how they are going to rerun this election again. You understand? Eh? I don't know because then for me get a chance if they may go appeal, then for me get that chance there. You understand? But they don't lost that chance. You see, so I'm not seeing how they go rerun now, unless they want to bring first can of the country. You get me? Yes. Unless they want to bring first can of the country. The international people then say they not go afraid. You see? They don't go just can, then they look no more where first can and come. Then people they don't can now, then they come with mineral resources or who go the first, then now so everything go they go. They go to take with things and they go, we go the first. You understand it? This is why I'm not now that's me not happy with me on Pacifico. You understand it? I'm not say I mentioned that to 1 or 2 people. I was asked, they tell me, say, oh, they doubt me. It's not like me then at the same. Now so when I doubt me, no, it no matter, you understand it?
Yeah, all that thoughts they now great point, and that's and I'm so glad it though where you don't bring that up because now one of the strong points than that way I get for APC. But we get a call, so let me take this call and then we'll continue. VOS Network, hello caller, what's your name and who side you call from, please?
Yeah, this is Akombo. They call from New York.
Hello, Mr. Kombo. A long time. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for
Yeah.
calling, sir. So
Yes,
what did you
sir.
take on the program tonight, sir?
Thank you very much for the question. First of all, I will tell you all thank you, and I'm so happy we are seeing you at the program today.
Thank you.
Then, yeah. Then I just want to rub mouth from your co-host or your host at the station where they say President Koma, you understand, say President Koma congratulates Madabio. First of all, let you know make statements where you know get any proof for tender on the television. If na Twitter, let post let show we say yes, now President Koma congratulates. If na President Koma talk on a secretary or any other person, let talk and play, but let not make any then say you understand, say no. You understand? The second, I think the decision where APC make now the best ever in the history of Sierra Leone. You understand? Because there is no way we say we want free and fair. This same president is talking on radio, na television. Say if they cook the 2018 election, Salone they go to war. He talk and plain. He say no go stop nobody for letting no come out. He talk and plain.
Yes, I go play that video there for let people see him. I go play that video.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then second, they all believe in the international community. For them they say now, oh, the international community now this. We need to give power to mad people. Now for playback this man video where just pull where Prince Hardy where they talk all kind of talk there against the other party. Then una they in there at radio and this other woman they na which is then they plead for let people accept for let people go na court. No, if APC say they go na court, now they're right. If APC say they participate, now they're right. Because from the starting of the process of the electoral process, then people have been already think for a de facto one party system. We know Kabbalah election where we happen that by election. We see where they change figure and they call the person winner on the council election when a councillor. They don't ever correct that mistakes there. So who don't go believe say they do the same thing for this one? Who don't go believe? If the man win clean and clear, why they not for advocate for transparency? And this mistakes here where they do so, this priest there where they send, it they push we 50 years backward. Because anybody who can it go tend for do the worst. It go tend for do the worst. Because if it clear, say no transparency. We get president that way they change figure then. They change figure then before this election. And then call the person winner, they don't ever correct that mistake there. That mistake they continue. Then that's why they can't say, oh, you all get right for pronounce. In fact, Antikadi for the mayor part, in be already they want to let this man lost. Because we all in our WhatsApp group, they all be they see the comments, we all be they see the contributions. So
oh my God,
nothing to me. You see? But the reality, they say transparency, let APC not participate. Let the international community say yes, indeed. Now one party now in the rule. Whatever decision where they make na parliament, na the council, let them know say yes, now one party. Any attempt APC make for go na court, any attempt they make for go na court, trust me, any rule in the international community go say, oh, they don't go na court. Courts don't rule. They don't know. But they don't get no justice.
Yeah, well, you time done, and thank you so much. Dear, call back if you think of additional things. So let I pass some over to Antikadi. Let he respond.
Yeah.
Antikadi.
First of all,
we brought announce. Yes, go ahead.
First of all, you see, I think I don't know exactly now, but I think I understand say and Escoma say I not know. I think I make something like that. You see, I think I say that. So that tells you that not to me yes, not to me
and probably just one moment. Probably Mr. Koromo, if Antikadi say rumor they go around say an Escoma
I understand. I'm not saying
congratulate
yes,
you.
but I understand. I say.
It's okay if you use that word there because again, this not
I
TV.
understand, but I don't know. But I understand
Yes,
thing at all. You get me? You see, so that is
exactly.
clear. Not to me,
So
they accuse and
you know
respond.
come from directly,
Yes,
like
you see,
definitively say him
exactly.
believe say say that though, because
And
again, yeah,
Mecca
go ahead.
don't Sakabu. For Colombo for can tell me say I've been once for let Samuel lost, let mother win. Now you think so say need been there for lad in a APC? Need not be there for lad in APC. You understand? After we just cross over to SFPP straight away. You understand? Now maybe say you group with me. The point is, Colombo, somebody has got to go along with you say. If anybody will get the same thing views contrary views to you, what he wants let loss. You understand? No, you see, so all meeting like, thank God, Colombo me, you see what they on social media. Everything what they got on social media, I get them. All the delete them. At the start, I get everything. I challenge you, like pull anything we should say, maybe one for less someone win, let mother loss. You understand? Eh? This insight and Queensland, they convince make a vote for Gento. What say no? Ivona they vote for because now me party pick. Would that be party once? Now SFP people they challenge me all say, you understand? Eh? Now develop no they look for who that party. Now I say, well, who's me party then a day. You not be there on social media for a long time. Oh. You see, now can you come back? So you not see all that. So you know who can accuse me wrongly say because I be once less Samuel lost. Yes, I never wanted Samuel for making lost any less. But me, now the fact at the talk, I not care waiting all APC if 99.9% APC say something. I have to believe in what they are saying before me. You see, that's just the way I am. I get for believe, I get for convince, I get for see so and so, then before I believe. You get me? Like when Mr. Kabu call me attention, I just go by then sources and everything. Mr. Kabu call me attention. So it's there straight away. Mr. Kabu. Because the evidence is there. Show me. You get me? People know they can't tell me, say, because of so. Kurumba, I'm not be ever once for less Samua lost
Okay,
election, yeah?
we get
I'm not
another
ever.
call. We get another caller. We bring that call there, and I shall say Combo satisfy now. Hopefully, VOS network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who side they call from, please?
This is William. I call from Ohio.
Hello, brother William. Thank you for call. And what's your contribution to the program?
My own contribution as follows. One, I list him to Antikadi and statement them. I just get few things and why I want to make you get back off in mind. One, from the word go, APC don't they condemn ECSL the way that they go about things, their transparency. We all see them press release system. Then go, they agree, the 11th hour, ECSL agree, say that they publish the results, where each and everybody will see the results, now each and everybody, because the system are PR system. PR system, they talk about the districts, then tell them the manner to which them for display the results from district level, a kind of regional level, all anything. But ECSL deliberately refused for do anything and we get an audio or Abdukagbo, then one of the Talesians and Apoloko, where the chairperson, they call results, they say, they announce Poloko results, where the Poloko results, not for tabulator it. Even the commissioner and Poloko say, not send the results, not say ECSL pull the result, not say the chairperson pull a result the way he said. You get me? All these are discrepancies from the word go, then people are the complaints. All day, they talk. People are not they talk. APC, before at the end of the day, the journalists they ask them, why now? Why now? Why now the people they raise an issue? We're not going to election, they raise an issue. There is an issue about the printing of ballot papers. 2 different countries and print one ballot papers. These are almost issues and for many people yes, sir. You get me?
Yes, we still get you.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
These are not reasons for many people. We say Leone and stood up, say it is wrong. We never see that kind of election there. Whether they print one set of paper in South Africa, voting paper, the other one they print in Salone. These are all recipe for chaos. And you know that you not talk about. We'll go back to the judiciary. You know how many cases. Then people they highlight the cases they don't get in a court where the judge you know they listen to the matters and they now when they raise the issue now, Fisher went back and struck the matter out. Why not be done one before? This matter nothing we began for do for the election, for put an hold to the election. Fisher hold on to the judiciary man of put on Fisher one. The judiciary hold on to the matter, not sit into the matter, take the election on going. So now why then for go sit to it? It not make sense. The purpose of now for be the election. The election on pass now. Whose judgment will go affect the election. So that in a one. Then you talk say many people are not going to court. And then for going to court with all then people that don't face. You said back then for still going to the court. So if they're going to the court rule against them. So that is the end of it. We don't need for debate again because they will say the court rule against her. Wait again, wait till they talk again. Una don't go Usana believe they don't go rule against Una. So why you they force them say them for go there? When they no say you they say me and this person go feta. They say the person get if you go choke me, say I for go feta. If the person choke me, kill me now. What you go say? These are the same. You push people and say, "May I go there, therefore go there, therefore go." When the people they tell you, "This is what is happening. This is what is happening." Then lastly, no longer right to partake because this are the danger. This is the PR system where APC be they tell and say this PR system no good. Now when they talk about only two parties, when they talk about multi-tier election where different parties and the last election over different parties and then be in a parliament. Now only two. Now, if APC they say they go down, now they say them for go up and they for allow them people them for go. Mind you, this is not PR system. This is not the party. Now put not so them go there again. No. Not so the people that they go represent. So this is not the party. Now they go represent. So any decision the party take its final. Not so the now the danger this for the PR. What they tell them about the damage of the PR.
Absolutely. Yeah, unfortunately, you time down.
The damage this way the PR get for the people that go represent the people them. This not the party that they go.
Yeah, it look like say the phone. You time down. Auntie Kadi, thank you so much, my brother. It look like say the phone line then they don't kind of pick up. So they are all you thought. Let me take another call, please. Yeah. VOS network caller. What's your name and who say they call from, please?
Good evening. This is Abdullah. She call from New Jersey.
Hello, brother Abdullah. Thank you so much. Waiting are you contribution to this program today?
Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Kagwe. Good evening, Sister Kadi. My actual contribution before I even go there, I just want to say one thing, that something we have to say we as a nation still make a mistake, a very big mistake, where if we continue to make this one mistake, then there is no way out to make we go out of waiting with a field say we country fair itself in today. This big mistake now the fact say we always, and this was say we, all of we, including members of the government, we members of the general public, we always want to refer say, well, it be the happen trade. APC been doing trade. APC been doing. How long are we gonna continue to say this? And if we say this in million common sense interpretation, now that okay, if this party come on power today, I mean tomorrow, even if not APC, can any other party we can see if my energy come. That's it. Therefore, just continue and not do anything bad. And most of the time, the majority of where they make this mistake, now the one that we get influence in the ruling government. If it happen, even during APC, we may belong to. There are things should be they happen whenever they go right. When APC can have power, people may say, "Well, you need to just combine this, be they happen, then they do it." This is like for the police, for example. Within the police, they take upon themselves outside the law. I mean, but is this something we should continue to say as a nation? As far as I'm concerned, if me they talk this now, because when I APC, we say, oh, now because another power. But when are we going to stop saying if it happen at this other government, and the school massacre vice president, also outside the constitution, they go, the same judiciary say this. Matter do kind if you have people in our parliament, so. But when are we going to put a stop to it? That is the as far as me concerned, going forward, you don't even necessarily see Unions they talk about if it happened the other, if it happened yesterday, if it happened without government. Okay, coming to my point proper. Nancy Kadi say APC don't lost the opportunity for going to court, this, that. Yeah, I understand that point there. I mean, I want possibly always be frown at the fact that somebody no one go through the process. But I'm telling you, a situation that was so evident, even with your life, they give up. Some sick they will mourn, you don't mourn some people, they mourn until they get to a point. Even if they get medication and not once again, they don't give up. Because they don't put them to a point where that's what they call hope. Not ever did it again. I think at that point this government and this president don't push the opposition to. If you look at even the judiciary, the hypocritical public notice would then send. They list cases then when an APC don't win more cases, they don't listen to most of the cases than SLPP. But the disingenuous practice there is the fact that most of the cases then in APC against APC. And they were so quick. When there's an APC member, they bring up something against APC party. They're so quick. Even if not injunction, then go slam the injunction first or put everything on hold until they listen to that person. Then guarantee them constitutional right. But now when it comes to APC, to the ruling government or the party, then they go to what's in the constitution. They wait and force to keep them for 21 days or so, whatever. Yes, the constitution will say within. They don't say it get for me 21 days before even. If they say within, what's wrong for making us see a case one and also from a delay for 3 days? It will lead to a situation where almost non-reversible. From a delay for 1 week, it will lead to a point where almost no way will reverse that. Why the courts will come in and understand and interpret the constitution say within instead of it has to go up to 21 days. When they list all the cases, and the way APC list all the cases they within at the courts where they not listen to. Now they even include Mr. Charles Magai in case against this very commissioner we all man the criteria, including the international community. They keep on this, and then they wait till 21 days. Yes, they don't look and say, if this man raised this thing against this man, you know what, the nation comes first. If necessary, we put this thing on hold, let we go through this thing first. If not, one day set them go listen to that case and throw them out of court if you don't get married. But then nobody cares, then put them aside. Then they go now by the 21 days thing and say, what's the up to 21 days? But election they happen in a week's time. So this is not the fact. So if they say APC no go to court, so me I'm not happy that somebody no will go to court, but we get a system where you, like I say, you don't get a sick with money, you don't take all kind of medicine. You get to some point where you lost hope. Even if they give you medicine, you say no one thing, you want to still you want it. And that direction this president and this government don't take with country today, unfortunately. It's so sad. I feel say anything to get an end. The danger about also they play with so now. It get for happen, I'm telling you. The mistake where other people they do, if they still say SL people will continue for being power forever, that is a blatant lie, not daydreaming. Just like where APC, some people remember say they don't ever come on that power. Somebody get for kind of power one day. It would be wrong for making them replicate some of them practices. They're not good for we as a nation. So I will call back anyway.
All right. Thank you very much. Let we give other people a chance. Thanks for calling. Great point. WhatsApp, VOS Network, caller, please. What's your name and who say they call from, please?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, WhatsApp.
Yes, thank you very much. Me, the concern where I get first, the president, they don't announce and say it don't win either a election or no election. Then now that's up. But if you say you don't win the election, we try to call people every day count, not now work together, even measure Dr. Samara Kamara. But at least the president, where the devastation president been there with them, now State House. If you try for preach peace, say don't account for that work, then at the end of the day, he go talk some more the way they go against the opposition and the international community. It creates problem in the country. It means the way they say don't mean now. If you go say if they conduct election every day, every time, they beat APC. Then you call them and they say then they come for count with you. You mean that? You don't mean that. This cannot and play what you say, oh, when you come from big business, we're not going to say Salone is sovereignty state. But when you come from other things there, we outside body they want put much power, when they support we and Salone the economy na do not driven economy. And they forget about that, they think about that. He even measure say APC don't need power for how many years, they not want to win MCC. So in don't win now. Now, you know, you think about, say, the way they go and talk about. I listen back with adding what he say. He say mother be still young. So if he them say they give power to APC, now they don't get 81 MP. If they decide for change the constitution, not get for Igbo pastor, not get for Igbo. We don't let no man know the support of APC, may not go na parliament because now people that vote them in. If they decide they go, it get for affect their party. Because if them people are vote na in, for them to go represent them and say they go, so man not get for serious. And matter be and they will be happy say if APC don't participate, then go fix their own people. If somebody come on again, not vote for you as a mayor or a councillor or MP for represent the people, you know go there. If you rather be go take young people from the southeast, the Carolina McKinney, or any other side of the northwest, what you get for say? And they kill democracy. Not say, oh, them people are personal committee, they come and they can't intervene. If they're the hypocrites, now hypocrites will not get to decide what you will get from our country. If we not sit down for no get peace with things we say, oh, if we sit down boycott, we not go. So it's not committee, they come in, we can't do first election, not get for happen. If it's a million land, let's say. How many boycott they don't boycott the past 5 years? Nothing really change. Make them go with the man. Let's see how the 5 years they go. Make them do their homework for 2028. But if not, if they continue with this, trust me, even the people that want to support us, they get for lose confidence on the APC because today they say this, so one a different thing. And they say one say that they go protest before the elections. I don't know if they want to argue, they don't get my command to do. If you don't come out, they don't keep people there, they arrest some people there. So tomorrow we get for calling again, we get for listening. No. APC, they're trying to put the act together. Maybe they will win the coming election. But if not, I see them far. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much for that comment today. It looked like say this will be the last call though. Unfortunately, Fambulem, we will get a part 2 of this session on Saturday. So I promise Saturday, hopefully I go able for the anti-Kadi, but if you're not able to come, me go come. I go come on Saturday and then let we continue with this. But unfortunately, we don't run out of time. So anti-Kadi again, we come we call us them. We don't take the last call. They are the one they were there in the queue. Unfortunately, we don't take the last call. So tell people them. I don't know if you go come back on Saturday, but tell people them waiting at the way forward. And if you remember, yes, now that's what I say. If you remember waiting the callers, then say particularly the one because 2 go directly at you. So go ahead, please, and give a comment, and then you. Thank you.
First of all, me na one of the people that we are getting audio then in fact they listen to them yesterday. 4 audios that we have been we have the talk against this PR system. Loud and clear. And everybody we know. You understand? We are talk against and say go be of benefit to some of the parties, then it will just be beneficial to the ruling government. You see, these are the possible one them that be we know. Now make them audio then they say and 4 audios them. And then secondly, this show, was it last week? Now this show, or whether the previous one, where are condemned, where are the question? Mr. Kabo, you remember why they talk 60-40? How the money get 60-40? You remember? I said, how the money get 60-40? How can I get them? Yeah. Can I not even tell me how we work? You understand? You not tell me if, for example, now 300 people in Mide McKinney, how we use the figures and they compute them. Yes. This is one possible question now. And I remember I used that word they say, this was so blatant that, you understand, what they were doing was not right, you see. I say that at the time because basically, I see where I even talk Marcella, where I say Marcella Samba surprised me all. I say because all along I can remember I say they support SLPP. I say, but the way he talk this thing so, I say which was good. I support him. You get me? Although maybe something another day, my views will be different now for Marcella after the 18th said. But anyway, I just point that. Then according to what Abdullah say, agree with Abdullah, just because somebody don't do something in the past, no means say other people then for do them. We all don't say that now this VOI plenty anyway. And another thing is somebody they do things way wrong. It not means that it cannot be challenged in the future. Somebody cannot go wrong all the time. But this time now, if people want challenge them, then get right for challenger, even though they know they do the wrong thing. They're able to succeed with the wrong thing because we challenge them. You get me? But once they don't challenge her now a right for me then challenge. You understand? Eh? And whether they say give up and not force APC for going to court, let me make it clear. And not force APC for going to court and express my own view to me and people the way they talk. Say me, if you left to me for being going to court, then if they want whatever action they want to take about, then exhaust, me then use waiting that court say. You understand? Eh? We explain that one day. And I still stand by those rules, you understand? I still stand by them, you see? And like way Abdullah say, the case is the way they say they win. Now APC versus APC case. Now that you've told me, I don't know. But we don't know for saying that APC against APC case. All we know is until we say APC win more cases than pass SLPP. So we go by the information where they at hand, where they present before we, now that information we go by. So in nice for let people they know, so we they go by information we'll get. You see, not to we they make with information and up. The information we'll get and they determine what they say. You get me? And then you see, there's a Charles Magai's case there where Bishop the expected something of we don't look at before that ending. And now in terms of where they say this one party, this last caller we call, it makes some valid point. You get me? You see, because you see, now we don't this proportional representation will get so now. If APC no go, I just saw it for the people, then the MPs and the councillors, then winner then lost money in they pay because they go pull them at the position we don't do. You see, now no matter get power now. You understand? Eh? For pull, who that they want pull because if you see them don't put and tell which for swear they not go swear. And say don't call them asking them for go swear. Me no know if not the 13 or the 20, I don't know. Anybody no go for go swear, they don't lost the position. You get me? Because if you don't lost the position, when I tell me about how you go argue this in a court, where they go tell you say, you see, but if you not be happy, if you been feel so aggrieved about it, you been get 7 days for can't complain. You know can't complain. How they go can't complain? You say it, me. You see, this was what I was saying that if they do that, they then still say then do whatever action they want to take. Fair enough, but they don't go according to the procedures. You get me? So people the way they say let people then sit down. Yes, una go say let people then sit down because una they go work and they pay una. Then when they go sit down, they know they pay them and then get wives, they get family, they get picking them. So get mama for look after and everything. Who's that then go pay? APC go able to pay them. And once una they pay for realizing the very people they now where they try for mix up APC, but who of them are they unbox this thing? Now they unbox this thing. So many of a lot of things that happen in a parliament, they compromise. Some of who MP then compromise. We don't be for them all this situation. The very APC then contribute. I don't know why APC they know they see the truth. You see, people know they see the truth. People just feel to say because now APC, everybody for say yes. Well, I'm sorry, me know they say yes because APC while I say yes. I'm not fool. Me say get small brain for make a look at assess a real situation and understand. You get me? These people they go suffer. They go suffer. And then people where they tell me so na sit down, they no go give una money. They not go support una. Now where the case one all man they talk, but when I don't go sit down, they know they pay una now. When I don't lost una position, that go. That's it. And at the time now, international know they can rerun this election. I want to prove me wrong. You get me? They know they can rerun this election. You see, they will poor people then away for go get money. So man don't go trust money. So man have the way they get their family. And nothing to say that is right. And most of the people the way they push people then for sale and go fed, then get money. So much of the APC politicians they not putting money no more na this election. But then get money. But who of them get money? They know they poor. Say then die. You see, when I talk about poor, they know they die. I'm not talking about an escoma because when they told them say people they see to say an escoma. It's not an escoma I'm talking about now. You understand? You see, I'm talking about generally plenty of we politicians then get money. They get money. So if you're not getting kind of money, why they can't encourage poor people that we don't go first and don't go try to don't pick them. When I decide and say they're not going to parliament, when I go pay them, when I not go pay them. If they pull them come outside and work, they not get that work again. When I go give them the money, when I think that some of una where they talk now, when all they work and they pay una. You see, when I think to say that is fair on them poor people, then they it's not fair. When I get APC get chance for go appeal in court, they not go appeal. You get me? Yes, I agree. You see. I agree. Doubts they. But this case is so important that all eyes that the world they pan with case. The judges themselves go afraid. It just sounds like after some Sumana in case, would judges and now they begin the way they begin judge now is different. It's different from any other time after Samsomana in case. You get me? Because that case they expose a lot of things. Judges then change now small. And this particular one now where all eyes they panel international all my interested for see how this decision they go. You get me? I think to say if they may go apply, you get me? Therefore me get a fair judgment. You understand it? Because fair enough, we all they talk if they not get the tally, we all want let can pull all the evidence. Yeah, although APC they not be pull the evidence, you get me? But that not mean say we not go challenge Kane now. If APC not be pull the evidence, we have elections every day. Waiting Kane they do so now. You know, we have election the winner will be then power. But that's something. If we do one except can we go na court they not challenge me? That's not before they will challenge them if they do one now. Yeah. That's what we get for cut-off point for change all the thing in so we get forget the cut-off point. But I'm telling you, you understand it. This is how I think, and nobody know the change me. With time, then go no say waiting at the thing, you understand. I may not be 100% correct because na my opinion, you understand it. But my opinion I make I know they follow the flow. I know they follow at all. You see, and let me make it clear here. You remember just the night of the election, we wanna ask me passing short, me passing what? Mr. Kabo, you remember we had it, everybody said you wanna vote for Cap Samora Kamara. Yeah,
well, yes,
all una
yeah,
come out, una go vote. Not vote for Samora Kamara, you go lost this election. APC go lost. You wanna vote for Samora Kamara. So now make an understand we could say this and not go let Samora win. You understand it? I campaign for this man. You get me? You see? Because now me party put. You understand it? So I deal with them. You see? But yeah, I congratulate the mother, and I'm not hiding that. You see? I'm not a hider. I'm a freeborn. You get me? I'm a freeborn. You see? I'm a freeborn.
thank you very much for where you join, and hopefully you will join on Saturday. But if not, we will definitely still go ahead with the program. Fambul them, me not that I not go talk boku. I dey encourage you to follow on a camp Saturday. Saturday program, I go do the conclusion, and I go tell una why I feel say President Bill they put in interest above the country interest, and I go show the video where support my conclusion. And Colombo talk about that video day, and that video day is very, very important to this current situation where we go through. Because if the perception, not only local people, local election observers, international election observers, if their perception, they go towards saying the election tallying, I go specify that because I'm not going to say the entire process, but the tallying, the numbers, they're inconsistent. And yet, President Bill, yes, constitutionally, as long as they don't declare him na president. However, in the interest of the country, I dey feel say it's supposed for urge Kone for adhere to the request of the international body, and also if APC say they want for see, including Minaya. I give una example, show una the judiciary. People them way not get time for look at the number in detail, then believe the judiciary the assertion where then claim say APC will win more cases them than SLPP between 2018 and now. But where them puts the numbers the numbers do not tally for let me believe that claim day. So I get reservation on that. So until then go back and try for clean up then data then they and give we clear justification whose kind terrible error that we go qualify the adjective of incompetency. Me go hold me reservation. And in terms of going forward, Saturday, I go give me own take as to waiting I think. If APC then gets the country at heart, or then be selfish, and which is dangerous. Madabio, they act selfishly, it is dangerous. APC, they act selfishly, it is dangerous. We make the beginning, I said then two parties, they hold the country to ransom, and then they do things them for let our country they go before. Then we take the Constitution, for example. We all know, say, the intention of that Constitution, they under former President Joseph Saidu Momo, now for let APC go there as the party in power for God knows how long. Then craft that Constitution there in a way that it go make than the possible, but as God can have it, it not be the case. So that same Constitution there, where at one point, Madabiobi they complain about the police, about all the ways them where they use that Constitution there in the wrong way and not do anything. It's still they use the same Constitution for push the country beyond. So as a result, me go conclude with everything in me, all conviction, Madabio, they think about himself first before the country. Fambulem, I go tap there. I go encourage you now for Leona come Saturday. Let us show now more evidence why I think say APC they are the wrong track, Madabio they are the wrong track, and the country they in jeopardy. The country they in a very dangerous path. Again, Antikadi, I want to tell you Boku Tenki for where you join and as Sierra Leonean. Because to me, I care for you come now and represent yourself as Sierra Leonean. No offense to APC or SLPP. But then two party then they. The cow mother be talk, say APC not good for themselves, they're not good for the country. SLPP not good for themselves, they're not good for the country. APC not good for themselves, they're not good for the country. I go tap them here, me fumble them, on a thank you for una watch, and from the entire VOS, I want for say and wish that una go take the sense out of the nonsense, not allow them politicians here for drag una to outcome where go push that country way back. Jia are the beguna. Both political parties and supporters. When I think about the country first, and I go tap there, I want to tell una boku boku tenki, and I want to tell Madam Kadi boku boku tenki, and let God bless una with una family. Let God bless we all, and above all, let God bless Mama Salone. Until Saturday, where I go see una back, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and 8 o'clock p.m. UK time, and Salone time na 7 p.m. When I come back na VOS, let we talk about we country, how for push things then go before. Until then, me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say thank you and una tata.
Good night, everyone.